Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session we have completed preparations of ethers by dehydration of alcohols and Williamson synthesis. In this session I am going to discuss physical properties of ethers. Physical properties of ethers. Right. Small ethers are gases and the rest of the ethers are liquids. Like dimethyl ether, ethyl methyl ether are gases. The rest of the ethers like diethyl ether, propyl ethyl ether, phenyl methyl ether, all are colorless liquids. Dimethyl ether, dimethyl ether. Next, ethyl methyl ether are gases. The remaining ethers are colorless liquids with characteristic smell. Orders. It is the physical state of ethers. Next one is, after that, boiling points. Especially COC ether. This is the structure actually. The CO bond is less polar in ethers and the boiling points are not appreciably affected. Okay. The CO bond is less polar in ethers. Because of weakly polar CO bond. It is okay because of weak polar bond. The boiling point of ethers do not appreciably affect. Okay, it means not that much of high boiling point. So now, example is first one, butane 1-mole. Next one, pentane, alkanes. Next, diethyl ether. It is ether students. One is alcohol, alkane, ether, comparatively. So butane 1-mole, CH3, CH2, CH2, CH2. Pentane, CH3, CH3, CH2, 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 CH2. 5 carbons. CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH. Diethyl. If you observe, boiling point order will be greater than this. The boiling point of butane 1-mole is 390 kelvins. And this is boiling point is 309 kelvins. Boiling point is 307.6 kelvins. Boiling point is less. In alcohols, if you observe, in alcohols, ROH, again OH, hydrogen bond. It is due to strong hydrogen bond in alcohols. The boiling point is very, very high. Alcohol and alcohol connected by strong hydrogen bond. To break it, we need to apply more amount of energy. That's why. So boiling point of alcohols is higher than that of pentane and diethyl ether. These all having almost identical molar mass, same molar mass of alcohol, alkane and ether comparison. Alcohols having high boiling point than that of ethers. Next one after that. Solubility of ethers. Ethers are soluble in water. Solubility of ethers. Ethers are soluble in water. Okay. The solubility of ethers similar to alcohols. The solubility of ethers is similar to alcohols. Now, for example, so if I take ethoxyethane, 7.5 grams of ethoxyethane dissolved in 100 ml of water. Similarly, 9 grams of butane 1 mol dissolved in 100 ml of water. Getting all of it? Because ethoxyethane CH3CH2O CH2CH2, there are hydrogen bonding with the water. This oxygen involved in hydrogen bonding with water. That's why ethoxyethane dissolved in water. Similarly, butane 1 mol, 4 carbons with 1 OH. Yes, HOH, OH. 3 water molecules surrounded by the alcohol. That's why 3 hydrogen bonds. More hydrogen bonds, more is the solubility. Right? So, because of that, 9 grams dissolved here 7.5. Almost close the solubility. So, it is due to strong hydrogen bond between water and ether, water and alcohol. Hence, alcohols and ethers dissolved in water. But N-pentane insoluble in water due to absence of hydrogen bonding. In N-pentane, there is no CH3, CH2, CH2. There is no OH group or oxygen group to make hydrogen bonds. That's why insoluble in water. Right? It is a solubility of alcohols and ethers comparison. Chemical properties now. Chemical properties of alcohols, ethers. Right. Chemical properties of ethers. Generally, under normal conditions, ethers do not react with acids, bases, oxidizing agents, reducing agents, because it has a less reactive functional group. Under drastic conditions only, it can undergo a chemical change. Under normal conditions, ethers do not react with acids, bases and oxidizing agents, reducing agents. Under drastic conditions only, ethers undergo chemical change. Right? Now, properties 2. First one is reactions involving cleavage of CO bond. It is first property, right? Second property is electrophilic substitution reaction. Second one. Students, in this session we will discuss the first one, that is reactions involving cleavage of CO. So first property we will discuss reactions involving cleavage of CO. Generally, when first one here is number 1, reaction with HX, it means hydrogen halide, HCl, HBr, HI, whatever it is. So here the cleavage of CH-CO bond takes place by HX under drastic conditions. The cleavage of CO bond in ethers takes place by concentrated HX under drastic conditions. Getting, students? So now I'll discuss ROR, ether plus HX. Then give the result. This will be removed as ROH and another one removed as RX. It is alkyl halide, it is alcohol. Getting? This is ether. The formed alcohol ROH again treated with HX. Then H and OH is removed as H2O. Then RX plus H2. It is also alkyl. Right? You can write a reaction. Left side, right side ROH will be cancelled. Left side ROR, ether, plus HX, XS means 1 mole or 2 moles. Left side I have written 2 times it is 2 moles. Give rise to 2 times it is 2 RX, alkyl halides, plus H2. Students, you just observe, if you react ether with the excess of HX, then gives the product is only which one? HX. Sorry, RX, alkyl halide. Now, reactivity of hydrogen halide 6. It means HI, HBr, HCl. HI is more reactive than HBr, more reactive than HCl. Understood? HI is a strong acid. Iodine bond length is more, easily broken, easily participate in a chemical reaction. Now, ethers, the cleavage of CO bond in ethers takes place by the cleavage of CO bond in ethers takes place by what is that? Concentrated HI or concentrated HBr at high temperature, right? It will take place at high temperature. Getting? It means more reactive one is HI, that's why. So by HI ethers will be cleaved, right? When it is excess. Examples. I have written a generalized equation. Now we will write examples. Yes. Examples. CH3OCH plus 2HI. 2 times means concentrated HI. Also taken as excess. It is nothing but excess. Then gives CH3, 2 times 2CH3. 2 iodines removed as I. 2 hydrogens and oxygen eliminated as H2. I wrote already equation. With excess of HX, only alkyl halide will be formed. Ethers reacts with excess of nothing but concentrated of HI gives only alkyl halides. Alkyl halides. Whether symmetrical or unsymmetrical ethers. Symmetrical or unsymmetrical ethers reacts with concentrated HI or excess of HI gives only alkyl halide. Condition is. Now, similarly, CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3 plus 2HI. Then give rise to alkyl groups CH3, CH2, totally 2 times this. 2 iodines. Then 1 O and H removed as H. Like that you can write many. Understood? I took a symmetrical ether. Symmetrical. Get it? If I took excess, symmetrical ether only CH3, CH2O, CH2, CH3. Symmetrical ether only. Right? Treated with only H. It is diluted. Diluted means small amount. Excess means only alcohol. Diluted means one is eliminated as alcohol, CH3, CH2OH plus CH3, CH2, remaining is ion. One is alcohol, another one is alkyl ion. Understood, students? Now, when symmetrical or unsymmetrical ethers on reaction with dilute HI, dilute means small amount, then gives alcohol and alkyl iodide. Alkyl iodide. Very, very important. Excess if you take only alkyl iodide. Small amount if you take alcohol and alkyl iodide will be formed. It means only one time reaction takes place. Right? So this is the reason. So now if you take unsymmetrical ethers. So for example, 2 different alkyl groups are attached. In that case, how do react with the which one, that is unsymmetrical ethers? Right. Symmetrical, symmetrical, symmetrical I told you. Unsymmetrical ethers. Ethers. It means 2 alkyl groups attached to oxygen atom are different. Unsymmetrical ethers also undergoes cleavage of CO bond. Cleavage of CO bond with the concentrated H. Okay. How is it possible? We'll discuss now. So if I took unsymmetrical alkyl, yes, taking now CH3O. So the next one is CH2CH3. This on treatment with the concentrated HI. It is indicated as 2HI. It is concentrated or excess. Then give rest. The iodide, I minus as a nucleophile, which is attached to the smaller alkyl group. Smaller is methyl, larger is ethyl. So the iodide ion is added to smaller alkyl group by SN2 reaction. SN2 favors primary greater than, secondary greater than, tertiary. Right? The rest of the hydrogen is attached to larger alkyl group with oxygen. Yes, CH3, CH2, O becomes OH. Right? Here, when unsymmetrical ethers react with which one, that is concentrated HI, then I minus is attached to smaller alkyl group, then forms alkyl iodide by SN2 reaction. Very important. SN2 reaction. The H plus attached to oxygen, which attached to large alkyl group gives alcohol. Understood, students? Once again I am repeating. The iodide ion formed from which one, that is concentrated HI, attached to which one, that is smaller alkyl group, then forms CH3I by SN2 reaction. For SN2, smaller alkyl group is required, primary, secondary, like that. The H plus released from HI will be attached to the oxygen, which is attached to the large alkyl group, then forms alcohol, that is CH3CH2OH. If I took, it is, what is that? Okay, 1 mole is diluted, for example. Only 1 mole students. Now, CH3O, CH2, CH3 plus HI, 2 moles. No confusion, students, in 2 moles. It is concentrated, nothing but excess. No confusion, nothing. So what we have to do? So CH3 becomes CH3R. CH2, CH3 becomes CH3, CH2I. 2 alkyl iodides plus 2 hydrogens and oxygen eliminated as alkyl iodide, right? When unsymmetrical ether react with, it is diluted, I wrote concentrated, just correct it, diluted. Concentrated HI then gives only alkyl iodides. One is methyl iodide and then one is ethyl iodide, and water. There is no alcohol formation. With the concentrated, no confusion, students. With the diluted, only 2 products. With the concentrated, only first alkyl iodide, second alkyl iodide. The middle oxygen is eliminated as H2O. Right? So for the above reaction, so we will write the mechanism for that reaction. So mechanism for this reaction. Mechanism. Very important mechanism. Right. So the mechanism is CH3O, CH2, CH3. This is treated with which one? HI. Right? It is plus, it is minus. H plus and negatively charged electrons are attracted. Then gives CH3OH. 1 lone pair becomes 2 lone pair becomes 1 lone pair. CH2, CH. Correct? Then the left one is, that is iodide. So here, for our convenience, I am writing CH3, CH2, OH. So one lone pair, and it is C. This CH3 contains totally 3 hydrogens. CH3. Getting? Then to this I minus is attached, and these two will be shifted here. It becomes plus, then it will be added. Then the formed compound is CH3, CH2, OH. It is one lone pair becomes 2 lone pairs, right? So next, this actually I kept as it is C, H, H, H. Iodine is gradually attached. Iodine is gradually attached. Then what happens when iodine attached? So this will be shifted here. Okay. Then this bond will be strengthened, this bond will be weakened. Finally you will get CH3, CH2, O. One lone pair becomes 2 lone pairs, H. OH I have pronounced. Plus CH3I. CH3I. It is alkyl iodide, it is alcohol. Getting? If you take only diluted by SN2, you will get CH3I and CH3CH2. If we take excess, of HI, it is step 1. So step 1, the mechanism will be explained. The mechanism will be extended, right? So the alcohol formed in the above step, this is what taken again. CH3, CH2, OH. Excess means 2 moles actually. 1 mole utilized in the first step, 1 more mole is there, that is plus H plus I minus. H plus and negatively charged electrons, then we will get CH3, CH2, OH, 2 lone pairs converted into 1 lone pair and hydrogen. Right? So here oxygen is gaining electrons, these 2 electrons, and I minus is, it becomes plus because it is losing electrons, oxygen is gaining. That's why this I minus is shifted to here. Then we will get the product is CH3, CH2, I. Iodine attached. So the left one is HOH. 1 lone pair becomes 2 lone pairs. Water is in. If you take 2 moles of HI, then the product is, this is first product and this is second product. Okay. These 2 are the products. If you take 2 moles of HI. If you take only 1 mole of HI, this is only 1 mole, then the product is alcohol and alkyl iodide. This is the mechanism, students. Right? Very, very good. Now, after primary and secondary. Yes. Primary ethers, if I took excess of HI means only alkyl iodides. Diluted means you get alcohol and alkyl iodide. But secondary, if you take CH3, O, CH, CH3 and CH3. This is treated with a concentrated HI. It means 2 moles of HI. Then this will be eliminated as CH3I and CH. This will be also eliminated as CH3, CH3I plus H2. No confusion if concentrated. Both are added by iodine, alkyl iodide is eliminated. Next. So the same thing will be taken by diluted HI. Then iodine attached to the smaller one, then oxygen attached to the larger one, right? Then O becomes H. Next, if you take tertiary one, that is tertiary one means tertiary ethers. If you take, then what happens? CH3, CH3, O, CH3. Then the product form is with concentrated HI or limited HI. That is limited. Limited means that is small HI. It is nothing but dilute HI. Getting? Then reverse one. Actually, the smaller alkyl group is attached to the iodine CH3. Very, very important, students. Actually, smaller one gives alkyl iodide, larger one gives alcohol. But here, smaller one gives alcohol, larger one gives which one? That is alkyl iodide. Reverse by SN1 mechanisms. For SN1, tertiary greater than, secondary greater than primary. Because there is a chance to form tertiary carbocation. That's why dilute HI reacts with tertiary butyl ether. In that case, the iodine is attached to the tertiary carbocation. Yeah. Tertiary ethers on reaction with dilute HI, then I minus is attached to tertiary butyl carbocation. It means large alkyl group. Alkyl group. Getting, students? Actually, iodine added to small as per SN2. But if you take tertiary, iodine attached to large tertiary butyl because of tertiary butyl carbocation is more stable by SN1 reaction. And H attached to oxygen, which is attached to small alkyl. You just observe comparatively previous one and this one, then you will get this reaction by SN1 mechanism. This reaction will be happened by SN1 mechanism. So for this, they gave mechanism also, students. First, so what will be happened is H plus is a mechanism for this reaction. HI decomposed into H plus I minus. This tertiary butyl ether CH3, 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 O, CH3. Treated with H plus. Then negative charged electrons attracted to positive charged H plus. Then give rest CH3, C, CH3, CH3, O. Two lone pairs becomes one lone pair. That's why using a pair of electron indicated as a plus on oxygen. Next, after this, I minus will be attacked. In this case, I minus, okay, before going to that, these two will be shifted. Then you will this step 2, step 1, step 2. So then it becomes CH3, CH3, CH3 plus, because losing electron. Tertiary carbocation plus CH3O becomes CH3OH. One lone pair converted into two lone pairs. Right. Smaller one forms alcohol, the larger one. To this, when I added I minus, then give rest CH3, C, CH3, CH3, I. Tertiary butyl iodide will be formed by SN1 reaction. This is a slow step. In slow step, only one molecule is involved. That's why SN1 it is. Which one this is? SN1. Getting all of it? Yeah. Few applications we will observe, students. Finally, if you take primary ethers and secondary ethers, smaller alkyl group eliminated as alkyl iodide, larger one eliminated as alcohol by taking which one, that is dilute HI. If you take which one, that is concentrated HI, smaller alkyl, alkyl iodide, larger alkyl group, alkyl iodide, oxygen eliminated as H2. No confusion with the concentrated. Only diluted alcohol and alkyl iodide will be formed. Which is forming alkyl iodide, which is forming alcohol. That's what required. If you take tertiary butyl ether, this one, reversible by SN1. Primary and secondary by SN2, tertiary by SN1. Larger tertiary alkyl group eliminated as a alkyl iodide, smaller alkyl group eliminated as a alcohol with the dilute HI. If you take excess, concentrated, tertiary group eliminated as tertiary alkyl halide, the CH3 eliminated as a CH3I and H removed as a H2. That is common, right? Few applications, students, very, very important. Before going to that, phenols, if you take phenols. Yes, phenols treated with HI, aryl, alkyl ethers on reaction with HI gives phenols and alkyl iodides. Alkyl iodides. Phenol is OCH3, aryl alcohol treated with HI. Then give rest. This one is connected by iodine, then removed as CH3I plus this O and H. Right, students? Right. Smaller alkyl group forms alkyl with the dilute. If you take excess also the same, then this phenol again react with the HI, no reaction. Because this carbon atom is sp2, strong, electronegativity more. That's why carbon and oxygen bond is very strong, difficult to break. Because carbon atom in ring undergoes sp2 hybridization, more electronegative. Hence, the carbon oxygen bond is strong, difficult to break. Getting students, very, very important. Right? Only phenols and alkyl iodides are formed. We will not get aryl iodides. So, we will not get aryl iodides. Only phenol possible. Getting very, very important. Right. With concentrated or diluted, both same. Textbook questions, textual questions, students. Textbook questions. Yes, right. CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2. Next one is OCH2, OCH2. So what is the product when treated with HI? Only one HI. Next one, CH3, CH2, CH2O, CCH3, CH3, CH. What is the product with HI? This is another one. Next one, a benzyl group given, that is another one is benzyl group, it is CH2O, CH2. What is product? Reaction with the HI given. What is product? These are the questions. Only one HI diluted, nothing but. In that case, smaller alkyl group eliminated as alkyl iodide. Larger one removed as CH3, CH2, CH, CH3, CH2. It is larger one removed as OH. Smaller one removed as iodide. Larger one removed as which one? That is alcohol. Right. Here also only one given. Right. It is a tertiary carbocation. It is by SN1. It is by SN. Because smaller follows SN2 primary. Larger tertiary follows SN. So this tertiary one removed as tertiary alkyl mechanism also. And CH3, CH2, CH2 by SN. Getting all of it. Tertiary is there, we get tertiary alkyl. Primary is there, primary alkyl. Now, to this answer. Smaller eliminated as CH3. Larger eliminated as CH2. Larger eliminated as CH2. Right, students? If you take excess, the same thing. If I took excess of HI, okay, excess of, then this becomes CH2I and this becomes CH3I. Understood? If you take excess here, this is also iodine and this group also CH3, CH2, CH2I, no alcohol. And this is also iodine, this is also alkyl iodide if you take excess. Excess means no confusion. Getting? So with this, how do react with the ethers? How do react ethers with the concentrated HI and dilute HI completed? Practice well. In our next session, we will continue.